Alright gang, so this week we got two new combat patrols to look at. We have our dark and brooding bird boys and our sunny armored siege experts. Now, is it me, am I crazy, or am I suffering a Mandela effect? Because I could have swore that these combat patrols were available before. But from everything that I'm seeing now, these are new pre-orders. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you remember them being up on the site before. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Raven Guard. And I have to say, these guys hold a special place in my heart because they were my first Space Marine chapter that I painted up. So I'm excited to take a look at their combat patrol. And again, all of this info can be found over on the Warhammer community site, so if you get a chance, go check them out. Alright, so first off, we're getting our Jump Pack Captain. I really like the looks of this model. I love that he's carrying his power sword, he's got the bolter with him. Nice jump pack on the back, but I like what they did here with the white and the black armor. I think that looks really cool on this guy. And the ones that I've painted up previously, I've also done a mix of white and black armor, so they go together really well, and I think that this is a fantastic looking model. Next, they're coming with 5 jump pack intercessors. And I mean, the Raven Guard, this is to be expected, there's no surprise here. These are fantastic models, I have them myself, I've painted them up. They look great on the table. Also looks like we're getting 10 infiltrators, and I love the design of their power packs. I think these guys look awesome. They're a great addition to the Raven Guard. I think it's going to be really cool to get these guys painted up and on the table. And finally, we're getting the Invictor Tactical Warsuit. Now, I have to admit, when I first saw this, I did not like it at all. It just kind of put me in mind of Ripley and Aliens. I just wasn't a big fan of seeing a Space Marine inside this power suit. But then the more I looked at it, the more it looks like a Dreadnought. And I think Dreadnoughts are so cool, they're one of the coolest units to put on the table. I guess that this is something that I could live with and wouldn't be a bad addition to this group. I'm just kind of curious how this miniature fits in with the rest of the theme of this group, them being stealthy and all. I'm not so sure that this is really a stealth unit here, but I've never used one of these, so I might be wrong. And I almost forgot to mention that we're getting one of my favorite things, a decal sheet. I love when they provide the decals for these guys. But yeah, overall I think this is a decent little combat patrol to get you started. I'm just excited to see my emo boys get a box of their own for a change. Alright, so let's do a quick look at the numbers here and see if this is a good deal or not. The Jump Pack Captain retails for $42. Infiltrators at $62.50. Jump Pack Intercessors at $60. Invictor Tactical Warsuit is $70. So you're looking at a total of $234.50 from Games Workshop. Now the Combat Patrol is supposed to retail at $170. So now you're looking at a savings of about $64.50. That's not bad. It's not the best savings that we've seen. I think that the Salamander Combat Patrol had a little bit more, but we'll take all that we can get right now. If you like these reviews, please consider liking and subscribing. I'm really close to 1,000 subs, and it would mean the world to me to actually hit that milestone. So I just want to say thanks for the support, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. Alright, now it's time to take a look at the Sons of Dorn. I have to admit that I've never painted up an Imperial Fist, and it's probably because yellow scares me as a painter. However, when done right, it looks fantastic on this power armor, so it's something I may consider giving it a shot. But anyway, let's take a look at what's coming in the box. First off, we're getting 5 company heroes. These guys all look fantastic. I love the loincloths in the front. It looks like we have some options on how we can outfit these guys, and I like that it comes with a standard bearer. We have a power sword, heavy bolters, power fist. This group looks great. I think it's a really cool addition. Looks like we're getting 5 Terminators, which is awesome. I love Terminators. I think that they are a fantastic squad. You know, they're really laying out some heavy firepower, and I just love the miniatures themselves. I think that they're just really cool sculpts. Heavy armor, heavy weapons. I mean, you just can't go wrong. We have 5 intercessors in this group. Very versatile, nice to have on the table. And we're also getting 5 heavy intercessors. Another nice addition to this combat patrol. I think it's kind of interesting that they gave you really small groups for all of these. I mean, I expected that for the Terminators, but I'm a little surprised that we have these small groups of intercessors and heavy intercessors. And also we're getting some much appreciated decal stickers. I love these things as I hate trying to freehand some of these icons. Overall though, I think this might be a great box. And this group is definitely going to be heavy hitting. Okay, so let's take a look at the prices and see how this stacks up. The 5 company heroes retail at $65. The intercessors retail for $62.50, but you're only getting half of that. For the heavy intercessors, you're looking at around $65, and the Terminators, $65. Alright, so if we add it up, we get a total of $226.25 is what you're getting in this box. This is again supposed to retail at $170, so subtracting that, you're saving around $56.25, which is even less than the Raven Guard. Savings of $50 is nothing to sneeze at, but it could have been a little bit better. I mean, as you can see as we go, the savings seem to be getting smaller and smaller on these. But still, if you can save some money and get a base for your chapter that you're building, it's not a bad deal. Now these pre-orders are to ship on or after September 20th of 2025. So overall, I think both of these sets are a decent buy. We're not saving a ton of money, but every little bit helps. And I think that each one is a nice starting point for your armies if you want to build from here, or if you just like playing smaller games. I think combat patrols are a nice way to go. But those are just my opinions. So I'm curious what you guys think. Are you excited for the Raven Guard? Are you excited for the Imperial Fists? Or are you just waiting on another chapter? Do none of these guys work for you? Or, what are your thoughts on the combat patrols? Are they a good deal or not? So with that, I want to say thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.